And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. This is Tripti, and I'm joining you live. And I have a special guest, Betty. Good morning, and welcome to my page. Thank you for joining me today. How are
Good
you?
morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, and if you are, watching us for the first time, I bring guests over here. We chat about the business. We try to give you an insight that we are a diverse community and people from all walks of life who are running this business. So, Betty, I know a little bit. You've been part of our business. First of all, congratulations. You just won an award in our community. You're a compassionate leader. You are helping the people in the online business and the community. You are so active. So first of all, I want to personally take this moment to congratulate you. It always feels good you know
Yes.
so many congratulations.
Thank you, Tripti. That was such a surprise. I do enjoy helping people, and I'm just doing it because I love doing it. And then to be recognized for it, it was a real surprise. But yeah, what an honor. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah. So, I want to first take this moment for you to introduce yourself so our viewers know who Betty is, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Betty Ray. I live in central Alberta, probably about 2 hours away from Edmonton, in a small community. And yeah, I started this business about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Did I ever think I'd be working online? Absolutely not. But here I am 5 years later, loving it. Yeah, I'm a wife, a mother of two grown children, and I have two little grandboys that I'm excited to have come here in a few days for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in my career, I started off as a hairdresser after school. After I finished high school, I went in as a hairdresser, and I worked as a hairdresser for 25 plus years. And my knees were taking a toll on me, and I was just getting burnt out. So I moved to the school, and I started working in the kindergarten. I did work with some other older classes too, but I was in the kindergarten the majority of the time. And I thought I was worn out until I started working in the kindergarten class. I loved it, but that was a job. Yeah, it took a lot. You had to have a lot of energy.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's me in a nutshell. Yeah, I
Wow, awesome. Yeah, like I mean, it just feels so good to see that somebody like you who doesn't had even any experience is now doing so well with our system, with our online business program, like, and now you are coaching and mentoring other people. So tell me a little bit, like, when you started about your online business, like, what made you decide, like, that journey? Because I know that this is December now, this year is ending, and I think this is the time when most of us are looking back about on our past year, and are thinking like, okay, what were my goals, where am I going into the new years, or we are noting down, like, what all I wanted to do but I could not.
Mhm.
So maybe this can be an answer to somebody who's looking to step into the online space, but first of all, maybe they don't have enough information at hands, or they like, so what was your journey like? Because as you mentioned, you were a hairdresser and then you worked in the school. So what made you decide that, okay, this is something which can supplement my income, or something I could do basically?
Mhm. Sure. Well, as I said, I live in a small community, and I was working as an educational assistant at that time in the school. And every year I got laid off. With the school boards, they never know if they have enough financing and whatnot. I did keep getting rehired, but there was no job security. My husband and I, we were nearing those supposedly golden years. Um, my husband, where he worked, was a power plant. And of course, if anybody listens to the government, it was so much uncertainty with it as well. with the coal, and they'd be laying off people and whatnot. And there we're sneaking up. The years are going by, and um, we had made some bad choices, right? And we were still in debt, and we were nervous. And like I say, living in a small community, there isn't a lot of job options for a man or for a woman. And if there is, they're minimal pay.
Yeah.
And yeah, plus my body was getting worn out. I had to look somewhere and for something that I could do as a
Hmm.
woman my age as well. And
Yes.
so I looked online. I was on Facebook. I hadn't been on Facebook much before that, maybe a year. I wasn't a big social media person, but I needed to do something. Plus, I've always worked, and I want to help out.
Understood.
I want to be a contributor, right?
Yes.
So, anyways, I looked online. I have had no computer technology at all. I was not tech savvy. Um, and I came across an ad of a wonderful couple from BC. And when I looked at it, they were real. They were just everyday people like myself. And I thought to myself, if they can do it, why can't I? This is great. I can do it from my home. So I researched it and I checked it out and I spoke with them personally. That was nice. And I thought, what do I have to lose, right? And so I jumped in with both feet. I did do it at the same time I was still as an educational assistant as I got
Hmm.
hired back. But so I was doing both things, which was great. It worked out fantastic. I have now since been able to, I guess you could say, retire from my my kindergarten education assistant job that I never knew if I had every year or not. But I finally just said, I'm done with it. So yeah. So it one thing that I found with this and not having any technical experience, the system is so designed for people like myself. It's
Yeah.
so easy to follow, and I could do it on my time. And then I had so much support and help. So it's really set up so nicely for that. I love the videos. I still go back to the videos, and watch and keep learning, and or if I
Hmm.
forgot, which is often the case, I forget, but it's always there for me. And so it's really a wonderful system for any age. Of course, the younger people like yourself, you catch on to things like that. But for me at my age, I couldn't ask for anything easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a real gift that landed in my lap. Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, I think this answers most of my next question, because I was going to ask you how you had found the training or how you found the help in the community, because I think that is humongous, in
Oh,
terms of us, which makes a difference. Like, let's say I want to do something new today, and I am looking at a program, or I'm looking at a university to learn something or anything. The hands on support which I get, the one on one mentorship I get, the amount of experience or work which has gone behind the scene to make it successful is what makes it successful or makes it work for people who are plugging into that. So I think you covered a lot of that in terms of, like, how you can always go back to the training, how you can, it's hands on and made for everyday people. Because I feel that most of us, like, for me personally, I don't think computers was an issue or social media was, but I don't call myself tech savvy, because when it comes to anything which is like glitchy or it's not working, or computer, I mean to say, like, technical stuff, the best part is we don't have to really deal with those kind of stuff. And I'm not techie. Like, we have our technical team, or our people who are behind the scene, who's helping with those kind of stuff, with the system. And we have a one-on-one mentor. So if the training is simple, but if still, everybody has different ways of learning, And if you
Oh,
are stuck anywhere, or if you feel that you need that little extra push or support, then you have a mentor you can call upon. You can have a entire community of
yes.
mentors and coaches you can call upon. So I believe that is really, really big.
Mhm.
Because there are times when you are like kind of not sure about things, or you're not confident, and then
Mhm.
you have that kind of support which will tell you like you can do this, and you have examples and people all around you doing it. So I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
makes a huge, huge difference
Yeah.
in
Well,
our
and
online business.
the part I like about is it's global, right? So
Yes.
even if I'm working late at night, Tripty here, who's only 2 hours away from me, she could be in bed, right? But there's somebody up in the other side of the world or something, there's always someone there to help you, and everybody's willing to. That's the part that amazes me.
Mhm.
It's not like it's we all work together. We're not financially tied to one another, but everybody helps one another, and I have never seen that in any job or anything that I've ever done. So yeah, I that's one part that I really like. And actually, I was just talking with Tripty behind the scenes before we come on, and how I missed her because I had gone to Edmonton this fall for a meetup, and that's
Yeah.
another great thing that we do. Whoever lives near, we meet up with people in person, and we help each other. We give tips and we support each other, and that's a really cool thing. I've met so many people through this, so
Mhm.
that's really nice. But
Yeah.
uh, when you talk about tech savvy and computer, I literally didn't know how to copy and paste or put things in files, and I was always asking my kids, and now they turn around and they say, "Mom, you know more than we do."
Mom
So
is using all the apps and everything.
yeah. So yeah, so the training is amazing, though it's video based. That's one thing I didn't mention, and so it's really nice. You can stop and replay it, and there's examples, and yeah, it's always being updated, because
Yeah.
social media is changing so fast. Don't you find that it's hard to keep up with? Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that, like little bit about how this business has helped you. All, of course, your entire journey you shared with us, like how now you are, like you just mentioned, like your kids say, "Oh, mom, you know everything now with the social media and stuff like that." But so people who are thinking and looking into this, let's if you want to give them a little message from you.
Mhm.
And then we can end in there, because I feel that in this digital era we have all the information out there. It's just the mindset. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
So definitely, we do these interviews because we just want to show you we are real people and everyday people who are doing this, and you can do it too. But still, if you want to give a message to people who are keen to know about this.
Mhm. Yeah, I just wanna say that no matter what stage of life you're at or what occupation you've been in, if you have the right mindset and the heart and a why, you can do it. Like, there is people in this community, actually even older than me, and, this one lady, I love her saying, she says, um, um oh, she's no, can't remember. Anyway, she talks about fear, and you
Faith
have to
over
go
fear.
faith over fear. Sorry, thank you. Everybody knows her, and I agree with that. If you have faith and you um, believe in yourself, and give yourself some credit, you can do it. This has changed my husband's life incredibly. We have since both retired. I can happily say, with no debt. The part I love about this is, a lot of people look at it too. Well, why would you want to do that at your age? You know, this is perfect for me. I have my grandboys that live 4.5 hours away from us. We can pick up, we can go, we can help out. We like to travel. Our son lives in Edmonton. I just take my business with me. It doesn't hold me back. We love to go to the lake in the summer, so I take my business with me. And everybody, again, people will say, "Well, why do you want to work when you're on holidays?" It's not like that. It's connecting with people, and you might have to spend a little bit of time on your computer or your phone for minutes, but then you've got hours of enjoyment. Some days I'll put in 4 hours, some days I put in 15 minutes, some days I put in an hour. I work it around my schedule. So to me, it's perfect for a young mother with their own children, someone my age that wants to just not be tied down. It has helped me personally, my personal growth. It has helped me financially. It has given me a purpose. Yeah, I wish I would have found it sooner. I really
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect way to end it up. I
Yeah.
just feel like what you summarized it is that, you have choices. Like it just gives you those choices and that upper hand where you can dictate how you spend your day, spend your time, and what is important to you. Like for me, time in the currently, I feel that if I have to, as you said, if some days you can put in 4 hours, if and some days you can just put 15 minutes, and you say this is my business, and I'm doing it the way I want it, and still get results. So
Mhm.
that's amazing part. So yeah, I don't think I want to extend it too much. If you
Mhm.
are watching us and if you are wanting to know more about this, we offer like free webinars and information session where you can plug in and you can get all the information to start you to learn more about the business model, the system, hear from our panel, which is global people joining from all parts of the world, all ages, who are into this business community and who started this business just like you are exploring this. So
Mhm.
do give this yourself this chance. And on that note, so to watch the webinar, of course, you can reach out to one of us if you watch this as a replay, or ask us in the comments, and then we will register you for the webinar. The first step is, of course, there's no cost to it, and then you can decide if you want to go ahead, join our registration program or the 30 days trial program. Then you can decide if this is something which you want to do. So I just love that part, that it's risk free for everybody who wants to learn more, and then they can decide. So
Totally.
definitely, I think everybody should look into it, give it a try and see. Because I mean, I feel that many times we just don't look into stuff. We are wanting to change things around. We are looking for opportunities, but when it's in front of us, we don't give it a try.
Mhm.
So give yourself that chance, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Betty, for all your insight and all the sharing. I
You're
loved
wel-
it.
you're welcome. Thank you for having me. And hopefully we will meet in person one day.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to it. I think, yeah, we're not very far, so we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
And thank you, everybody, for who joined us live. And take care, and bye bye.
Bye now.